Hey guys, wishing you all a very happy 2025. Happy New Year to you all. In this video, I'm just going to do a quick rundown. So I'm going to give you my top 5 Lego themes that I invested in last year, 2024, and also the top 10 sets that I invested in. Now, these aren't necessarily the top 10 from my top 10 list. These could be other sets because a lot of those sets on my top 10 are exclusive, so they were harder to get hold of, especially in a quantity. So without further ado, the top 5 Lego themes that I invested in last year, 2024. So I went big last year. I spent a lot of my savings, invested a lot of it in Lego. So in 5th place we have Marvel. Now this is a theme I didn't think I'd be putting in my top 5, but we had the Sanctum Sanctorum. I think that's a really good set, and we had some really good discounts for that throughout the year. Picked up for myself for £143, and we also had Miles Morales versus Morbius. Now this set, not expecting anything big from it, but it was an £18 set, and from Argos you had 2 for £20, so it reduced it to £10. So I picked up 60 copies of Miles Morales versus Morbius at that great price. I think we've got some continued collectability possibly, because looking on Lego.com, we've got some new Spider-Man sets and things like that where you get these smaller scale vehicles. So who knows, people might want to go back and pick up Morbius. And again, it's the only set that comes with Morbius, and you've got a Morbius film, Morbius 2, scheduled to come out in the future, so who knows. So Marvel, I spent a total of £1,172 on Lego Marvel sets. Shocking, I know. As I said, it's not a theme that I expected to feature in my top 5, but with those great discounts from Argos, it's number 5. Number 4 on the list, we have Ninjago. I spent a total of £1,230 on Lego Ninjago last year. Now this was mainly towards the end of the year when we had the Ninjago City Gardens heavily discounted. It was around 50% off on Lego.com. When you factor in all the discounts, stack in the double insiders, the sale of the gift with purchase, the deal that it was on anyway, and also another set that features in my top 10, so I'll save that one. But yeah, £1,230 spent on Lego Ninjago last year. In 3rd place, we have one of my favourite themes to invest in. Now, this is Speed Champions. You're looking at smaller sets, so much smaller buying prices, so the quantity of the sets I was picking up is a lot more. I invested in most of the Speed Champions, apart from the Mercedes Formula 1 pack that came with another car. I don't think that one is going to do as well, purely because you have the whole Formula 1 grid coming out this year, so I think people might forget that one and just want to collect the every car that they can from the 2024 grid. They're the 2024 cars. So that's the only reason why I didn't pick up that set. I did see they were half price, but I missed out. They were all sold out by that point. So I think that's probably the only Speed Champions set I didn't invest in last year. My total for Speed Champions is £1,237.20. So only just above Ninjago, really. The majority of the stock Speed Champions I buy are from Amazon. Amazon seems to be king of deals for Speed Champions. They retail for £20 to £21, although it looks like they're going up a bit next year with the Formula 1 cars. But yeah, the majority of those Speed Champions sets I invested in have all come from Amazon pretty much. It's a great place to buy a quantity of them on a great deal. Later on through the year, I think I started buying them around July, looking out for those great deals. In 2nd place by theme, we have Brickheads. I was really excited for Brickheads retiring last year. We had so many decent sets. All of the Lord of the Rings sets, I invested in all of them. We had the Sonic sets, the Tails sets, the double pack that, again, all behind me on the shelf. The Shadow and Knuckles packs, bought a number of those. along with another few, but those were the majority of the brickheads that I picked up. That's the majority of the capital. That's where that's come from. Sonic sets and Lord of the Rings sets, really. My total spend on brickheads last year, £2,808.09, and I'm very hopeful for each and every one of those sets that I've picked up. They are doing really well already. And in first place, it's probably no shock to you. It's normally a bit of a no-brainer. They have so many good sets in the line. It is Star Wars. I spent a total of £3,066.47 on Lego Star Wars sets last year. I can go down and show you a few on my spreadsheet. What did I pick up from Star Wars? So I picked up a number of the 332nd Ahsoka's Clone Trooper battle packs. We have the E-Wing versus Shin Hati Starfighter. I picked up 4 of those. That was actually the year before when they were on a really good sale on Very. They were £53. And again, this year we've not seen as good a sale on that set. So it just shows that you can often get a much better deal the year before a set retires when there's more stock. That's something worth keeping an eye on if you're looking to invest in a particular set. Commander Cody, I picked up 7 of them in the end. My average price was £40. I would have liked to have picked up more. We didn't really get another sale the same as we did, so I picked up most of those around May last year. Princess Leia Bouche helmet, I'll come on to that a bit later on. I also picked up a number of the Boba Fett's micro fighter. 10, 20, 24, 25, 26 of those I picked up. Also the Mando N1 Micro Starfighter, I just picked up 2 of them. I found them for £9. The Boba Fett mech, I picked up a number of those, as well as the Stormtrooper mech. The what else have we got? The Mos Eisley Cantina, picked up 2 of those. Chewbacca, I picked up 1 for £108, and then on Very in December they were reduced to half price, £90. I don't think it's going to be phenomenal, but I still think people are going to want to go back and pick them up. And then lastly, in Argos, they did 25% off Luke's Land Speeder, so I picked up 2 of those. So they retail for £210. It was down to £157.50. So yeah, I picked up the 2 of those. So my number 1 theme to invest in last year, Star Wars. Now let's go on to my top 10 sets that I invested in terms of capital. In 10th place, we have one of my favourite sets from last year. Now, this one retired in July, and these were slipping off the shelves without anybody noticing, really. They must have done so well throughout their shelf life, and yeah, I didn't see any discount on it, really. The best time I could have got this set and should have got this set is when it was on a double insider points with a decent gift with purchase from Lego, but I didn't expect them to fly off the shelves as they did, and that is the Nintendo 64 question mark block. I just picked up the 2 of those, and they were at full retail from Smith's Toys, £170 set. I picked up 2 of those, so in 10th place is that set there with a spend of £340. I'm very tempted to open one of those boxes and build this set, having watched one of the YouTube videos of somebody putting that together in slow time, and it looks absolutely amazing. I might actually try and find a copy that's already been opened or that's maybe used in really good condition, because I do actually really fancy one of those sets for myself. In 9th place we have, behind me, Shadow and Knuckles. I spent a total of £432 on Shadow and Knuckles brickhead sets. That is because I bought 24 of those with the Sonic 3 movie out at the moment. I think they are going to do really well. You've got Sonic 4 in the pipeline already, so I think when that comes out in a couple of years' time, the buzz around this set is going to just go through the roof again. So hopeful for that set. I think it's going to do really well. And in 8th place, we have my favourite speed champion to invest in last year, the Ferrari 812 Competizione. I've just checked my spreadsheet. It looks like I picked up 32 of those in the end, and my total spend on the 812 was £440.50. Again, most of these, 99% of these, were from Amazon. In 7th place, I have a joint set. We have Legolas and Gimli, the Brickhead pack, and also the Star Wars Phantom Menace Brickhead packs. We have both of those. I spent £450 on each of those sets. So yeah, joint 7th place. Legolas and Gimli, I think that one's going to be a phenomenal investment. And the Phantom Menace Brickheads, these did actually go on sale in the end. They were £35. I didn't think that was going to happen. But I paid around the same, you could say, as I bought them in May. I bought all of mine in May, actually, when we had the decent GWPs to sell. So after the sale of them, yeah, around £35. So that is, yeah, joint 7th place. In 6th place, we have Ninjago City Gardens. Now, I only picked up 2 of these, but that was for £480. So, yeah, 2 of those. I think it's going to be a phenomenal investment. I love the look of this set. Yeah, Ninjago City Gardens, 6th place. In 5th place, we have another large set. This one's a Star Wars set. It is the Mos Eisley Cantina. Because I picked up 2 of these, my total spend was £533.74. In 4th place, we have a Marvel set. It's on the top 5 Marvel. So, yeah, the Sanctum Sanctorum. Because I picked up 4, my total spend was £572 on the Sanctum Sanctorum. In 3rd place, again, this is a set I've touched upon. It's a Marvel set. It is Miles Morales versus Morbius. Because of the massive discount we had, £10 each. You're not going to lose any money here, I don't think. So I spent a total of £600 on that set early on in the year from Argos at this great price. Yeah, making it my third set of the year where I've spent the most capital. Miles Morales versus Morbius, crazy. In 2nd place, now not on my top 10 at all, but I have made a video about this previously. You might want to have a look at that. It is Zane's Ice Dragon Creature. This set retailed for £90. It went down to £60 later on in the year in December. So I picked up a total of 11 copies. They also store really nicely in my plastic boxes. You can get, I think it's about 6 in each box. So nicely stored away for a year or so. Hopefully only a year. They should do quite well. I'm hopeful of that. So yeah, I spent £660 on 11 of Zane's Ice Dragon Creature. And my number 1 set that I invested in terms of capital last year, it's Star Wars. It's Princess Leia Boushh. I picked up a total of 17 of these in the end from Argos and Sainsbury's. We had various different discounts. First of all, we had the £40 earlier on in the year. We had a price drop in Sainsbury's when they appeared on shelves in Sainsbury's. They went down to £48, and then later on £45. I managed to use some Nectar points, things like that. I did pick some up from Lego.com. And looking on eBay, they are already up to retail of around £60. My average buying was just over £40, £40 and however many pence, at under £41. So yeah, it was my number 2 set in my top 10 sets to invest in. They are exclusive, so they're a little bit harder to get hold of, but with an Argos nearby, Sainsbury's nearby, yeah, I was able to pick up 17. Really happy with that investment. My number 1 set in terms of capital to invest in last year, Princess Leia Boushh. So this has just been a very quick video counting down my top investments of 2024. We've got a lot to talk about this year. Hundreds of sets are coming out just in January alone, which means there's going to be hundreds of sets retiring at the end of this year, 2025. Which of those sets are going to be worthy of picking up for investment? Which ones are going to do well? We will talk about it all. Let's discuss it all. Let's put it on the table. What do you guys think? What are the top sets that you invested in terms of capital in 2024, and how well are they doing already? I'd love to know. Please like the video if you've enjoyed the content. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video where we will talk a lot more about Lego investing. Thank you very much, guys. Take care and see you in the next one.